Remember the Elmo!
I believe it's Remember the Alamo. The Alamo was built by Spanish missionaries around 1718.
This is also when they added its basement.
No. It was originally named the Mission of San Antonio de Valero. It was later used to house Spanish soldiers who called it El Alamo because of the trees that surrounded it.
Alamo in Spanish translates to cottonwood trees. Military troops stayed there throughout the war for Mexico's independence from Spain.
In the summer of 1821, Stephen Austin...
As in Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No, this Stephen Austin arrived in San Antonio along with 300 U.S. families that the Spanish government had allowed to settle in what they called Texas. The migrations of U.S. citizens outraged and annoyed many Mexicans who claimed the land was theirs.
Mexico wanted their land back.
By December 1835, Texans had control of the Alamo and were sent reinforcements under the command of Colonel James Bowie. No, not to be confused with David Bowie.
Sam Houston, the commander of the Texas troops, believed Bowie should abandon the fort. Bowie disagreed and asked for reinforcements. Houston only sends 200, including the legendary Davy Crockett.
Finally, on February 23rd, General Santa... That's Santa. Not that Santa. His name is Santana. He was the general of the Mexican army. He arrives with over 1,500 troops and sieges the fort. The Texans lasted over 13 days, repealing over 2 assaults. However, on March 6th, the third assault was successful, and the Mexicans broke through.
So the Texans must have been on the naughty list.
Santa Anna was frustrated that the Texans would not surrender, and were frankly just wasting his time. He ordered his men to take no prisoners and executed every Texan in the fort.
Only a small amount of women and children were spared. They were sent to Sam Houston to let him know that the Mexican army was coming for them. It is estimated that the Mexican army lost around 600 troops, and the Texans lost around 200.
A few weeks later, Sam Houston defeats General Santa Anna at San Jacinto, uttering the battle cry that would come to be famous around the world.
Taco Tuesday!
Remember the Alamo!
Santa Anna is captured later in the war. He is caught hiding in a swamp wearing a disguise. The Texans force him to sign a treaty to end the war and allow Texas to be its own country, which it's not now, no matter what it thinks.
But the Mexican government goes all Mission Impossible and says Santa Anna was never a general in their army, and therefore his treaty is null and void.
The United States have no idea what to do with this guy, so they keep him as a prisoner of war, and eventually he is allowed to return to Mexico in 1837.
Fun fact, the Alamo has housed 5 different countries: the Republic of Texas, the United States, Spain, Mexico, and the Confederate States of America.